right, guys, we are back at Bluesman Vintage again, and today we're going to introduce you to Ashley Brown. He is our pedal guru. He does all of our pedal designs, brainstorming. What else do you do?
Just everything in the shop, pretty much.
Yeah, he works on guitars some too, and does a little bit of all of it. He's kind of our jack of all trades kind of guy, but his main thing is he's our pedal designer. So if you have pedal designs and things that you want to see or something you want to see in a pedal, hit us up. But Ashley, tell us a little bit about your background and work. What brought you to Bluesman? What got you into guitars? What got you all that good stuff?
Well, honestly, it started with taking care of my kids. So, like you, I was a stay-at-home dad, took care of my kids, and I had to find something to kind of break away from Thomas the Train. So I started learning about electronics and started, like most everybody else who did with pedals, I started with simple kits and figured out my soldering and all that. And after a while, I got to where I was wanting to know why it worked, how it worked, what did what if I changed this, what if I changed that. And now I've done it so much. Like John was saying, I'll design my own types of pedals. You see, like for example, this is one that we already have. This is our version of a tube screamer. I've essentially modded it where it's similar to the old tube screamer, but you can also get a little more crunch out of it.
Yeah.
You've got the option, get a little more boost out of it, make it a little more chunkier sound. Some of the other stuff that we're going to have in the future, you can kind of see up here.
And if you haven't caught on, all of our pedals have some sort of a funny movie reference because we're all movie nerds here at the shop. So this is the Love Pump. We have one called the Liger. Some of the future ones we got coming out.
This is my prototype Orange Whip. So Blues Brothers, and this is actually just a compressor. One thing that I want to point out though, all the stuff that we use on our pedals is top notch. On this one, we actually have a germanium transistor. They don't make these anymore, but we were able to find some and source them, and these are actually from the late 70s, early 80s, real germanium, so you get all that mojo that you want.
I love geraniums. They're so pretty in the springtime.
Yes. But some of the things that we have coming in the future, you can see too, we've got a buffer for those of you that need it. You may run long cables. We've got a delay coming that's actually going to have several options. It's been built where you can run it just as a standard delay. I know a lot of people like tap tempo, so I have made it where we can add tap tempo. Not sure when that's going to happen yet, but it's in the future. I do have it where we can have tails, so those of you who like to have a little bit of decay even after the pedal's turned off, we have a way to do that. We've got a fuzz, which John loves because he doesn't like fuzz, but I'm doing one anyway.
I hate fuzz pedals.
We do have voltage doublers that I am making. One of the reasons, sometimes you want a little more headroom on a pedal. Sometimes it's not the easiest thing to have a different power supply. So what our power doubler does is it allows you to run off your normal 9 volts. But instead of 9 volts, you're going to get 18 volts out of it to give you a little more headroom on some of those pedals. Mm-hmm. Just to, some of the things like that.
We've got a few others. We've got a higher gain distortion pedal we're working on with Mark Slaughter. It's called Stonehenge.
You can see this is my prototype here.
Nice prototype, man. I like it.
Yeah, this is, it's to make sure I drill everything right before I do any real damage to metal. But this gives you an idea. All these boards I lay out on the computer. I actually don't have the program up right now, but I lay them out in the computer. We do several tests on them, and then I have them sent off and actually have the boards made. So everything with the boards is pretty much in-house, everything with the pedals is pretty much in-house, except for the physical board being made, but these are all designed and laid out to our specs. All of them have the Bluesman Vintage logo on them, and I've also started putting the version on them. So 30 years from now, you may come up with version 1.1 on something, and guess what? You'll be right at the beginning. So you never know. Could happen. That's about all that really happens over here.
That and a lot of really bad jokes and consuming questionable food products. So tell us a little bit about your background before you were a stay-at-home dad. What did you do before you started having kids?
Before I had kids, I actually worked for Apple Computer. So I did tech support for Apple, trained a lot of their tech support people. So I have a background in electronics, so it's not really like making this leap was a gigantic step. It was just kind of a sideways step. So, but yeah, I'm used to taking computers apart, rebuilding them, everything, anything involved with electronics, except for tube amps, which is why we have Jamie. So,
Yeah.
and I'm learning.
We had to have Jamie because he's old school tube guy. He's over here. You can't see him, but he's laughing at us and pointing fingers.
So,
All right.
hopefully, as this goes on, we'll be able to get more ideas from you guys about what you'd like to see. If I don't know how to do it, I'll figure it out. I'm actually pretty good at doing stuff like that. So if there's something that
we welcome your challenges. We've got a couple of pedals that were presented to us as challenges already that we're working on. So yeah, let us know what you guys would like to see in a pedal coming out. Everybody's got some sort of weird, sick, twisted thing. Let us know if you prefer stereo or mono, if you prefer buffered or true bypass. I think I know the answer to that. But let us know what you like and what you're looking for. And if you want to find out more about Bluesman Vintage and the things that we do here in the shop, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and check us out at bluesmanvintage.com.